Welcome back to The Edge, live in your Bleacher Report app. I am your host, Micah Parsons, and this episode is sponsored by Nationwide. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side. As always, we have a special guest, bringing them back onto the show. You can't do 7-Eleven without the 7, and we about to get this show on and popping today. Let's welcome Trevon Diggs.
What's up, brother?
What's up, Trey? Or should I say Triana?
Chill out, Michaela.
Hey, as always, welcome onto the show, brother. We're going to talk about the game, of course, but I mean, you came into me and you said you wanted to talk about what happened yesterday, but we're going to lead up to that. We're going to get into that a little bit, but not too much. So let's get right into it. What happened in the first half that kind of shifted in the second half, that kind of third quarter to separate the game? What was the differences out there?
I think we went into the game like with the right mindset as far as like the wanting to win and everybody doing their part, doing their job. I feel like we had a good first half. Like our calls was good. We were stopping the run. We was flying to the ball. We was just doing everything that we can, making sure they wasn't, punching it in. Mm-hmm. And then halftime came, and I feel like they made some adjustments that we didn't adjust to, and they started calling stuff that, was beating our coverages, and, we just didn't make the proper adjustments. And, I feel like the second half, they jumped out on us fast.
Yeah, that Shanahan offense, what just makes it so challenging? Obviously missing McCaffrey, Ayuk, Debo was able to play a little bit, and, obviously the running back situation, both teams facing injuries, but what makes the offense able to adjust and make it so unique?
I feel like it was their coach. They had great coaching. Just adjusting to the things that we were running. Like it felt like, everything that they called was just a counter to what we were in, and it was just like it was SOL. So, they got good players. Debo had a great game. Kittle, Hall of Fame wide receiver. Purdy's over here doing this thing as well. So, they got pieces. They got the right pieces. So they was executing.
Yeah, I thought the game. I definitely thought, for people out there who say, we couldn't have made a difference, I definitely think if we had all our stars out there for a 6-point game in the Bay, that we can make a huge difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we had our guys, and they had their guys. Their guys healthy too as well. I feel like it would have been a great game still.
Yeah. People, I don't know what's up with this year. It's just been a lot of injuries across the league. I just feel like it's that 2021 season all over again where guys is just dropping left and right. And, it's kind of like horrific, man. You hate to see it because obviously it's a brotherhood, and obviously apart, we always want to see each other healthy and, get home safe to our kids, girls, or whatever. But it's just been so, demoralizing recently with the injuries. And mind you, I kind of saw what's going on with your brother. So obviously I'm praying for him too. But this year, it's just been so hectic. Like last week, it was Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. And, it just seems every week just somebody new is kind of going through hardship.
Yeah, it's been a tough year across the league in the NFL. A lot of injuries, a lot of guys going down, So, I feel like it's making it tougher on everybody, just trying to win those games and trying to win those games without your pieces, that's tough to do. So, it's been a crazy year.
Yeah, because Ayuk went down the week before. Do you think it makes a difference between field, grass, and turf, or is it just like, just one of those things?
Come on, Mike.
you want to be on that Kentucky grass.
I need that Kentucky bluegrass, man. Real good. That turf be too hard. It don't give. Like when we be in our practice facility, that turf. As soon as you hit the turf, like my knees start hurting automatically just being on the turf.
Yeah, it just don't got that good give that you require. So I think if we willing to go 18 games, that the NFL has to mandate that all teams go grass. Fresh Bermuda, Kentucky grass.
I think all grass. And I feel like the stadium should be able to be, okay, we want to be outside. Like how the Cardinals is.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Outdoor, indoor.
And
tough.
Another thing they need, if they, require more games, they need to start giving us free tickets to the games.
Definitely.
To all my family and friends who want tickets, them tickets is not free.
They expensive.
Expensive.
Unless you want to be up there in the nosebleeds.
Yo, they don't be understanding. Tickets are not free for NFL players. I think the only difference is we don't pay taxes on our tickets. But other than that, everything else we paying for. So more games, we need free tickets, free parking, for family. Mm. Yeah, we need a family, more free parking. So some parking stuff. But, let's not shy away from, what you said you wanted to, speak your mind about. Obviously, there was an altercation between you and the reporter, Mike, yesterday on Kittle's 43-yard reception. I'm going to just let you, take it away. Like, what's your thoughts? Why did you react, the way you did? And, what's your thoughts about that? Media trying to portray an image that isn't there. Because, and then before you go, I do think, he was wrong because obviously you're in man coverage and times you got to see it, kid was going upfield. So the narratives that he's trying to drive from the video was wrong, but kind of give your thoughts what led to that reaction and that outcome.
Yeah, I just felt like, it was unnecessary. I just felt like, he was trying to use my name, for clicks. And, after the game, I just happened to see it, and I clicked on it, I seen who it was. I was like, oh, he right here. Like, I just saw you. So I went up to him, and I just spoke how I felt. Felt like it was a lot of emotions, just losing, coming out the game. We fresh off the loss. I'm a competitor, so, I wanted to win. So, just a lot of emotions, and, I just kind of let my, emotions get the best of me. But, at the end of the day, it still doesn't make it right for anybody just to be saying anything or just trying to throw dirt on your name or make you, seem like you're doing bad or a bad job, because, I felt like I played my hardest game yesterday. I felt like, I did everything I could. I felt like, I was tackling, setting the edges, just doing everything to help my team win. And for him to just try to throw that on my name, it just didn't sit right with me because you were like completely wrong.
Yeah. And I'll be feeling you right now. I'll be feeling that too. Because, obviously, when things aren't going the way they should, it's like everyone goes into panic. The fire trucks start coming. Yeah. Because everything. But, look at me. 3-4 weeks ago, they was telling everybody to send me to the trade block. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I get it, bro. People are always going to build narratives and drive, speculation to spice up the fans that don't know no better, knowing they know better, just so they could like ramble on. Nah, that clickbait stuff.
Saying anything, but like if I was wrong, like if I gave up a play, I gave up a touchdown or something, like I can't say nothing. Like I had to take that on the chin, but it's like you like just saying anything. Like I'm not going for that. I'm not going to just allow you to try to like make me seem out of that play, make me seem like I'm the problem. Like that's not cool. And you right here, you work for the Cowboys. You for the Cowboys. You work, with us. Like you might not know what's going on, but that wasn't on me. So it just was weird to me, and I just didn't like that. So,
do you think there needs to be because I've been seeing it, man, kind of like media players taking words and kind of spicing them up a little bit. Always, it just seems like it's more almost negativity. And I'm not talking just this particular situation. I'm talking from other media outlets from organization. It almost seems like your media is painting a worse picture than anybody else out there. You know what I'm saying? Because they basically got the up close look, and they kind of, I kind of seen last night that, some of our media staff was saying this is the worst his chemistry and team morale that they seen since Colt. But how would they know that if they only in a locker room for, an hour throughout the week? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just weird to me that your team's media is like trying to portray an image about you or trying to like throw dirt on your name or throw dirt on your team's name. Like, we supposed to be one. We supposed to be together. I know that's journalism and, they got to report what they report, but at the end of the day, you should be trying to protect us, if anything, not trying to be buddy-buddy with you, smile in your face, trying to talk to you, then talking about you online. Like, just don't talk to me. Like, we don't got to talk at all. Like, I don't need to do interviews with you. You want to ask me something, we can talk on the podcast, and we could figure it out on our own. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's just weird to me.
Should we bring one of our media to the podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
All right, we're gonna set something like that up. Obviously, moving forward, we're 3-4. The 49ers were 3-4 heading into this week. What do we say to the critics who say that we're in a meltdown? Right now, I feel like this is the best. If you were telling me, we were down all these defensive players and a few offensive players, and we'll only be down, we would be leading at half and maybe lose a game by 6 to the San Francisco 49ers, and knowing that we're going to get those starters back, I'll say you're delusional, bro. If you don't think me and D-Law, Bland, anybody like that can make a stop, make a play at any moment in that game, you're just outrageous. You're delusional. You're going to scheme differently.
Yeah, we're missing legitimately key pieces. Like a lot of it is messed up right now because just what we're working with. Like, we're trying to make the best of it, Like, it's just messed up right now. We just got to thug it out. And I feel like we're doing a good job of, trying to figure it out. And it's not like we playing scrubs. It's not like our schedule is easy. Like, we playing some tough teams.
Playoff
really tough teams.
And people don't realize also, week. Like, Kittle don't usually go off for routes when I'm playing. He's chipping, he's staying in. Like, people forget presence of players change game plans, change everything about what a team could potentially do. You know what I'm saying? So a couple 3rd and 5s might be different calls.
It's like chess.
Exactly. So, like I said, when we get healthy again, you think we need to make a trade before the deadline? If we could make a trade, what would you get?
What would I get? It's a tough question.
Oh, God.
It's a very tough question. Because it's like we already in it now. We got what we doing. Everybody know what we doing. It is what it is. We just gotta wait till our goons get back, and then we make it do what it do.
That's why I say, because to be honest, where we at right now, the fact that we got so many young guys getting reps and playing, no one can change one person ain't gonna change the outcome of what's going on right now. We just gotta come together, united, and just play better and finish games from start to finish.
Yeah, 100%.
But other than that, bro, there's been turmoil on like I said, media outlets again. From now people complain about the tours. If anything, I almost like seeing people in a building just because. They always kind of make you smile. Like, they be like, oh, my God, there go Trevon and Micah. Like, and they never interact with you. I think I interact with them before they interact with me. You know what I'm saying? Because, they bring positive energy. They're so excited. And, I mean, honestly, what's the difference between, they don't know this about our organization, but every Saturday we have family ice cream time. Our family, friends all come to the facilities after work, and we take them on tours throughout it. So what's the difference between that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that stuff ever really should ever matter or come into determination of how you play. Because the only thing that matters is what you're doing.
Yeah, Saban always told me, like, don't let outside factors, mess with what you got going on. Like, keep the main purpose, what the main purpose is. And that's when in football, can't nothing outside of that bother you, can't nothing outside of that affect you. Just you focus on what you need to do, why do you care that somebody is watching you? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Facts.
shouldn't matter that we having tours and doing stuff like that. Like, you do your job, you doing what you're supposed to do. What do you care for? It don't got nothing to do with you. They not touching you. They ain't talking to you. They're not doing nothing to you. So what you care for?
That's a fact. And that's kind of the same way I am, that nothing really matters except for what happens on the field and happens in the meeting rooms. Because they ain't coming in there. Yeah. They not walking in there and knocking on them doors. Like, they literally saying the biggest
like,
trade.
Okay, you want to see me work out? People come watch me work out all the time. Like, in all seasons, people be at the park watching, working out. Like, it's nothing.
Yeah, nothing's new.
Just handle your business.
Literally.
You know?
You're getting paid handsomely to do your job. Focus on do your job and let the higher ups and tours do their job. Like, that don't got nothing to do with, Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you so worried about the tours, that's why you gonna lose on Sunday. Like, it ain't nothing to do with it.
Word.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Uncle Dan. That's really our dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Uncle Dan. Hey, I see what you doing over there, and your favorite duo gonna see you real soon. But hey, man, the Hail Mary, bro. Come on, man. Hey, bro, did you see, bro? Taunting the fans.
Yeah, he was. Hey, he was tweaking.
hey, they be saying some wild stuff in football, but I know his coach ripped him a new a-hole, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy work, right? I ain't gonna lie, that was. But
like,
emotions be high on that field, you know. You can't let your emotions get the best of you.
I mean, Jaden Daniels to beat Caleb Williams in his hometown. I mean, dog, that's tough. Mm-hmm. That's tough. And I mean, his composure, bro. His composure. I mean, dog. I mean, that's tough, bro. Like, that's for real.
I want to test out that VR machine he talking about he used.
Oh, God. I mean, it seemed like he got all the tangibles, bro. I'm seeing him break out of sacks, continue plays. They putting up great numbers. I mean, so far this year, almost 1,800 yards, 7 touchdowns, only threw 2 interceptions, and we still play him twice.
Yeah, it'd be about confidence, bro. Your coach putting that confidence in you, and he putting that battery in your back. You gonna go every single time. Like, you gotta have that coach that's standing by you. You know, you gotta have that.
And that's who Dan represents, bro. People don't realize how high morale he had the team, the spirit he gave the defense, the energy, what he kind of gave all the players. Like, Shark Week, Fight Night, showing us boxing clips of motherfuckers getting knocked out. Like, that's the type of dude he
had me ready to run through a wall.
Yeah,
he had me ready to run through a wall. And he's just a genuine person, like.
And I see it in that Commanders team now, like.
Yeah, for sure. Like, they don't got like superstars. They don't got like, But what they do, they play as a team. They play hard for one another. Everybody do their job, and they making it do what it do. They look good.
Yeah, and now they're 5-2 under new Dan Quinn regime, and Jaden Daniels is leading the pack. So where would you rank him among quarterbacks right now in the league? I would say he's definitely top 10.
Higher.
You think he's top 5?
He higher than that, for sure. Who else you gonna put in there?
Who? Well, give us your top 5 right now.
The top 5 quarterbacks right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. No order, right? Just
no
top
order,
5.
No order.
I'm gonna go him. I'm gonna go Mahomes. I'm gonna go him, Mahomes.
Marr. Gotta have Marr.
Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamar. Can't think right
Josh
now.
Allen.
Help me out.
He's playing unbelievable right now.
Josh Allen. Jalen playing pretty good right now too.
Yeah. But
Yeah, he
Jared
playing
Goff
pretty good.
is a
So,
top 5 quarterback right now. I hate to say
for
he's
sure.
playing the
And
most.
Matthew Stafford. Bro, I
Yeah,
love how Matthew
that,
Stafford played the
bro.
quarterback
I,
position.
I honestly think it's how well like Sam Darnold could be in the top 5 conversation right now.
Yeah, Sam Darnold looking crazy too. So it's hard. There's a lot of good quarterbacks right now.
I can't give you a top 5 right now based on how everybody's performing, bro. It's just too hard.
Yeah, I can't.
But benefit of a doubt,
sure.
Jaden Daniels is definitely our rookie of the year so far, offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, easily. Like he's playing unbelievable. I'm excited to play him. He just looks like a good person, man. So it's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
Besides Reek and obviously that situation he made, I think the second biggest mistake of the year came this week when Anthony Richardson subbed himself out. And I'm not shaming AR, but when the media asks you why you subbed out, please lie. Like,
yeah,
they gotta take him through
my
PR
hammy
training.
was hurting.
Hey, my hip corner started being on fire again. My shoulder. Hey, I'm gonna give you the vet. I'm gonna try and give you the vet. What someone should have told you, or they probably told you, because I like Buddy. He a good person, good dude. Met him, and I think he got a lot of great potential. But when media asks you questions, do not tell the truth all the time. That is not your job. You say, I'm going to leave that up to your medical staff, whatever, because it's just a bad look. Like, when you put that out there.
Especially saying that you're tired. Yeah, especially saying that you're tired, being a professional athlete, that's one thing you got to have, right? Your conditioning. Yeah. So, and you the quarterback too. So, you the leader of that team. So, next time, just my hammy hurt. Shit. I got my bell rung. I needed one. Something of that nature.
Yeah. I thought I had a concussion. How do you come back from that as a quarterback, though? Like, your team seeing that, like, yeah, they lost a close game, but you could almost say, and, the game he lost, he didn't have a crazy game, 10 for 32, a touchdown, but it's like, how do you come back from that? Obviously, you're not in the most conditioning shape, physical shape, obviously bad to injuries, and your team sees that. Like, how do you get your whole offense to buy into you now? How do you get that going? Like, it's hard.
I feel like they understand. He's young. He don't know no better for real. So I feel like he's a young quarterback. He looked like he's a competitor. He looked like he want to win. So he gonna do what he needs to do to make sure he get back on course. And I feel like he gonna have a breakout game next game. Just to put himself, back on the map.
Yeah, you kind of gotta get those vet guys to kind of like grab him. I get he's young. He missed his rookie year with the shoulder injury, but they gotta take him under his wing, man. Get him in the right shape, the right mindset, and get him to to be. I think. It's tough because of the situation he came into. There wasn't that real kind of veteran guy to kind of like mold him. And then once he had the injury, it kind of really set him back. So he wasn't really around the team and things like that. But, look at Dak. He had Romo. Dak got to look up to Romo for just a little bit. But at least Romo is probably still around. Yeah. Things like that. Jordan Love with Aaron Rodgers. Sam Darnold got to kind of be all around the league, was with Purdy last year and things like that. But you kind of got great mentorship guys who's still playing at a good level. So it's kind of tough, man. I think he just needs somebody to really grab him, pick him up a little bit, and kind of get him going, get that offense going, them guys going, because the potential's there. You don't want to see wasted potential. I think he's a great player, but. He's just battling a lot of things right now. And, you kind of need that real vet to kind of grab him, like how Tyron was for me. Leo Collins. D. Ware. A lot of, Cowboys, GOATs, legends, and great players kind of took me under their wing. You took me under the wing a little bit. So I think he just needs that a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta have a good vet around. Like when I first came in, I didn't have a vet that I could like look to, but I had my coach, which was kind of a different situation. Like how me and my coach relationship is. He played, he I can relate to him, he can relate to me. So, he kind of took me under the wing and showed me how to handle things. And, I grew into be my own, but you need a good vet around you just to teach you a little things, just some things that you need, just being a professional and just going in there, making sure that you're prepared.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree with you more, but I just want to appreciate you for coming onto the show, Trey. It really means a lot to me. Thank you for bringing your passion and your energy to the game yesterday. Not only missing you, Dag, and I can't wait to be back on that field with you, brother.
Yeah, bro, miss you too. We're going to hold it down till you get back. And
I know it.
When you back, it's on and popping.
Like popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. Let's get into it, man. Thank you, Trevon, for coming on as usual, breaking down his feelings, emotions about, that game and after the game yesterday. Really tough, but let's get into the so much more segment. Let's talk about someone who is doing so much more for their team, just like how Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're a financial services and company too. At first, I want to bring up Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is, 9 sacks, 17 tackles I think he's having one of the greater starts since Aaron Donald. I think he's potentially going to have an Aaron Donald type of year. I definitely see him finishing with at least 15 to 17 sacks. Easily lead for a defensive player of the year, how dominant he's been. I know his team isn't, winning how you would want a defensive player of the year to do, but it'll be a shame to kind of make him not get it because how great he's been playing this year. It would be almost a tragedy. This guy is playing at the most elite dominant level we've seen from this inside position from a long time. I mean, he's killing double teams. He's killing obviously it's great because he got Burns and, Thibodeau outside him. But, this is the challenging part. When you got some elite rushers, from the inside through the outside, who do you double team? And you need 2 to 3 on Dexter Lawrence. Point blank players, too strong, too dominant. And it's been great. And, the second person I would, do it, obviously it's his first start, and that's Jameis Winston with the Browns, beating the hot streak Ravens. I mean, obviously, Kyle Hamilton had a chance to kind of end the game with that crucial interception, but Jameis 27 for 41, 334 yards and 3 touchdowns. It kind of says, what does that say about the Browns? And I told you I'm an advocate of Deshaun Watson, but when Jameis can come in and do something without the Amari Cooper, something that Deshaun wasn't able to do all year, that speaks volumes. So it'll be very interesting to see what this, can occur from this. It'll be very interesting to see what the Browns do going forward and if James can sustain this, because this is a great stat line. When you could beat a team that's won, pretty much 5 straight, and MVP Lamar, that's big. I mean, this guy Jameis, I mean, people been calling for him.
And with those opportunities, we have to make the most of it. Every one of us have an individual responsibility to go out there and fight for each other. Represent the names on your back, represents the names that's on your helmet. Well, we don't got no decal. So represent the Browns, all right? One play at a time, all right? Together. All right, here we go.
And he took advantage of his opportunity, 100%. You can't be more happy for a guy like this. I mean, he's come a long way from Florida State to where he's at now. So you couldn't be more happy, but I'd be very excited to see how this year unfolds, because he just beat MVP Lamar, point blank period. And like I said, we have not seen a game like that in a long time. And it shows you how good Cleveland can be if, you're putting up touchdowns and things like that. So it'll be very interesting. I can't wait to see it. Because I was high on Cleveland from the start of the year. I thought Deshaun would kind of take it over that hump. But, if it's the next man up mentality and he takes up that hump the same way Flacco did, it's going to be very exciting to see. There was some controversy at the end of that Rams-Viking game, and Sam Darnold was trying to put together a game-winning drive, and he obviously got sacked. Obviously, it was a face mask, point blank period. The ref shouldn't have missed it. But honestly, if you ask me, do I care? about them missing a call for the offense, I absolutely do not care how many times these suckers get away with holdings, offensive passes, interferences. Like, they miss calls so much that, like, it does not surprise me. Like, it really does surprise me. And I'm speaking modestly, like, because I don't want to get fined either. You know what I'm saying? But they miss calls so often for defensive players, like, so often, that it does not surprise me that they miss this type of call. It does surprise me a little bit because it's the quarterback. You would think they keep a better eye on the quarterback, but sometimes it seems like they don't look. Like, they're just not looking at the stuff they should be looking at, like holdings, hands to the face mask. Like, and it's there so often. You know, it's so often, and they just miss it completely. Like, it's blatantly discussed for the rules. I mean, I'm not going to get too much into it. I even had, you know, a ref come up to me and say, you know, I do think they should be calling some of the calls. You know, sometimes they're a little borderline, but you do get held a lot. And honestly, I respect the honesty. I don't know if it's the TV ratings, if they don't want, you know, the team to keep. I'd rather them change the rules of holding, move holdings to 5 yards instead of 10, 15, because they don't want to keep killing drives, right? Holding, what's it, 10, 15-yard penalty? So, you know, I'm thinking NFL, they just don't want, you know, to keep messing up drives for offense. Because they, at the end of the day, you know, the fans, y'all be talking like y'all be wanting teams to score. The NFL be looking at that. It's an entertainment business. So I'm thinking they trying to make sure dudes just rack up points. If they hold them, they hold them. So I'd rather them just make it a 5-yard penalty or lost it down, something like make it equate so that, you know, these guys got to play obvious, like we playing on the same field at least, you know, so it's definitely frustrating. But also, it was great to see Puka and Cooper Kupp back in the lineup. It shows what Matthew Stafford can be, what that offense can be when they got their 2 stars on the field. They seem to find ways to win the big games, the Rams. They found a way to, you know, beat the 49ers. They found a way to beat the Vikings. They find ways. McVay, you kind of got to tip your hat to him. The last 2 years, people say this is his rebuild year. I think he's one of the sharpest, best minds in the game of football. He finds ways to win big games through coaching, players. He's another coach that just knows how to maximize his players. It's the truth, and it shows. You know, besides, you know, I guarantee a lot of people can't name a lot of players from that Rams, you know, defense and offense. Besides Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, maybe Blake Corum. But defensively, you know, you talk about the rookie Jared Verse and things like that, but outside of them, can anyone name me their starting lineup? So the fact that people say you kind of need superstars, that you need these type of players. I mean, obviously, McVay won a Super Bowl with Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and, you know, some pretty great Jalen Ramsey, some pretty great superstars. Don't get me wrong. But he's finding a way to win games without them. So you kind of got to tip your hat and give credit when it's due. But outside of that, man, the game of the week, college football time. Y'all see that number 11 back there? Vintage. Stick City. Stick City got to come alive Saturday night. Ooh-wee. It's time to come alive. Ohio State versus Penn State. 3 versus number 4. If we beat Ohio State, we're going to the Big Ten Championship. Point blank, period. We need Drew Allard. I know he's rehabbing. I know he's doing everything he possibly can to get ready for Saturday. So I'm not going to stress it. But Penn State, this is a must win. This is a must win. I'm tired of Ohio State. And yes, I get they got the best receiver in the whole college football, Jeremiah Smith Jr. Oh, he's legit. He's the best receiver in college football as a freshman. He's broken almost every record at Ohio State. He'll probably be a 3-time All-American because he's a freshman. He is a freshman. He is a freshman. And I don't really like a lot of Ohio State guys, but he might be the greatest Ohio State player of all time. He'll be an All-American this year. He'll be an All-American next year. And his junior, he'll be an All-American. And he'll probably be the wide receiver of the year each year. And he'll probably be the number 1 pick. He'll be like a Julio Jones, you know, Mark Cooper, top 5 receiver taken. But we got safeties. Winston and Reed, we'll be over top of him. We got to take him away. And I saw their quarterback talk about it. He said he wanted to be at Penn State. He wanted to play. They thought he wasn't good enough, and he's going to see Saturday night. Beaver Stadium, y'all going to show him why he should have, we're going to take that away. You know what I'm saying? That's not what you're going to look for. Penn State, it's time to wake up. This is the biggest one. I wish I could be there, but we need this badly. Coach Franklin, we need this. I need this for the locker room. I need this for the street credit. It's time for people to put respect in our names. And I don't care. We don't get all the 5 stars in the world. We don't get the top players in all the time. It's black shoes, basic blues, and that's as simple as it's going to get at Penn State. That's why people tell me my NFL swag trash. I just can't help it. It's just in me. It's just in me. Black shoes, basic blues. We all about it. And we need to show up on Saturday night and win this game. I can't wait. I can't wait. But let's get into Week 9 versus the Falcons. And what should Cowboys fans expect with this matchup? Obviously, it's going to be a great matchup. Kirk Cousins been playing pretty much. He's back into rhythm. The first 2 weeks were shaky, but he's looking very, very good. It's looking very exciting. Obviously, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. I mean, they're explosive all around the field, and their defense is lights out, man. This is an exciting football team. They're very good, and I get it. They say they're struggling with, rushing the passer, but they're going to start clicking, man. They got some great guys with Judon, Jared. It's going to start clicking. I know how it go. For some reason, they're going to turn, against us. Everyone plays great against us. That's going to turn into the best defensive line in the NFL. I get it. It's kind of the game of the year for them, game of the week for us. It's going to be a great game. I can't wait. Let's take some final questions from the chat. Did you see the Texans are playing 3 games in 10 days this season? How would you even prepare for that? We pretty much have that same schedule once November hits. We pretty much have the same thing. We play Monday night, we play Sunday night, and then we play a Thursday right around in November. Yeah, right around this time with, Thanksgiving and everything. We pretty much have the same thing. I mean, you pretty much got to unload everything, man. This is a tough schedule. It's very hard. It's challenging. You pretty much got to get a massage and rest your body every night. It's probably going to be no practices, a lot of walkthroughs, a lot of mental games. But it's definitely a good challenge. And it's going to see where they're at in the season. They got some tough matchups in that thing. So it's going to be very exciting. Cooper Kupp balled out against Zach LaVine in state playoffs. Have you ever played against an NBA player? How much you drop in an NBA game? Yeah, I played against Lonnie Walker. We beat Lonnie Walker for the district championship. Yeah. And he knows that. I think that's why we're friends to this day. We beat him in the district championship. We would have had a rematch against them in the state finals, but we lost in the semis to the Twins. So, if I was in an NBA game, seriously, I'd probably average, at least 10 to 14 points. Seriously. Are the Lions the best team in the league? I don't know. I think there's a lot of good teams playing a lot of good football. I think they're still playing the best, even without Asia Hutchinson. So that says a lot. That defense is still playing at a very high level. But they're playing so good. I definitely think they're a top 3 team right now. And, if they keep leading this trajectory, for sure. But right now, the Chiefs, like I said, Patrick Mahomes hasn't been playing at the greatest level so far, but they're still 7-0. So you can't say they're better than the Chiefs. They're the defending champion, 7-0. So that's, it's very exciting for them. Who eats the most Uncrustables on the team? I'll probably say either Wanye Thomas or Izzy. Do you and Zeke have a friendly wager for the Penn State Ohio State game? Not yet, but it's coming very soon. Very soon. People want to know how many you dropped against Lonnie. I got to look back. I got to look at it. The paper, I probably didn't drop 20. I think I might have had a cool 10 to 15. But I got to look at the paper. But yeah, Lonnie, he was a great player in high school. He won the state finals, their first, state championship. Lonnie kind of carried him, man. I can't even lie to you, man. Lonnie was the real deal in high school. And he still has been great. Obviously, a first-round pick, been in the league for a while. But, you know, always wishing him the best of luck. But that's it. Thank you for tuning into The Edge. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next week.